When it comes to self-talk, there's many different ways to do it. You could approach self-talk with, in the moment, you're talking to yourself. You can also do future self-talk as well, to your future self. You can even talk to the past self. And these are 3 powerful ways that I'm going to cover in this video. And if you stay to the end, I'm going to show you exactly how to do this and how it's helped my life to manifest so many different desires, championships, coaching my clients, and you name it. There are many, many, many benefits to self-talk. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about a few of those benefits. Now, when you talk about self-talk, we always think of just, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. That comes from that movie, that I think it's some kids show or something. It's like a little train, choo-choo train. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. I'm not sure if it's Thomas and Friends or what it is. You guys can correct me in the comments, but it's something to that effect that I remember. It was the little engine that could. That was it. It was a story of a little train that kept saying, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, and eventually it can. And we remember this story being told to us as kids. I remember it. But we never really put that into our life, and we never really think about motivation and what that can do for us. Now, motivation is a little bit different than inspiration, and inspiration is more internal. Motivation is a little bit more on the outside, kind of like pushing you, being aggressive, moving, come on, let's go. Usually inspiration lasts longer than motivation, okay? Because inspiration is internal, right? It's coming from you inside. Motivation is usually external, like a coach, like how when I train my athletes, they're competing in the ring and I'm getting them ready. The motivation is for them to keep running and exercising. Otherwise, they're not going to be in shape for their next match, and they probably get beat up, probably get hurt or lose the match. Now, getting back to inspiration and motivation. Now, let's take away from motivation. Let's go to inspiration, and let's take inspiration into the realm of self-talk. Now, self-talk. When we go to the ring, I've fought over 80 times in the ring myself. There's a lot of self-talk going on. You're quiet, you're in the back, you're warming up. Even prior to getting to the arena and having that mentality of like, I'm going to win this match. Oh, I'm going to be against this odd, that odd. This person has this technique, that technique. Oh, they have really good punches, really good kicks. I'm really good at grappling. There could be many factors that you're concerned about. But you, as a fighter, you're constantly telling yourself, hey, you know what? Even though that's going to happen, I'm going to keep my mindset on what I see happening. Okay? And when you have that mindset of you seeing what's happening in the fight that you want to fight, it's the same thing in the world, in life, right? You want to have that mindset that how are things going to play out for you? So now, here's the technique, one of them, okay? While you're in the moment and you're hearing that negative thought, you're hearing this negativity come to you, and it doesn't feel good. It really doesn't. You hear this negativity come to you and you're like, shit, it just feels like it's very weighted, right? Confront it. Number 1, confront it. Confront it with the confidence that you're going to shut it down. How are you going to shut it down though? You confront it with you, a different version of you, right? Self-talk. You're talking to yourself. Maybe I think I can, whatever. I know I can. Forget about I think I can. Thinking and knowing are 2 different vibrations. So you get into I know I can. I know I can do this. I know that thought is not real. It's your body your mind trying to protect your body. And you shift this. You shift your mindset. Paradigm shift. Now here's where the self-talk comes in. You're self-talking in the moment to yourself, right? You and you. But imagine talking to your future self. What would that person, that Paul that won the match, what would he be telling you? What would he be telling this Paul right now that's a little bit concerned and worried that you're going to lose this fight? Think of it this way. If I talk to that Paul that won the match, he's going to be telling me, listen, I know that Paul, you know, the fearful Paul, I know that you are unsure that you're going to win. I just won this match. I'm your future self. I was able to win this match, even though I had those doubts, and I'm showing you that it's not possible that it has happened. Okay? So when you talk to that version of yourself, and you're going to be that Paul, now as you go through all the problems and the doubt, the self-doubt, the negativity, the stumbling, the mistakes, getting hit, you know, taking a shot, missing your shots, then you're going to remember that Paul told me this. It's going to happen even though this problem happened. So it's about having those problems, having those things go wrong in the face of you still seeing the outcome you want to see of Paul as that winner, right? So that's future self, right? Does that make sense? So that's a very powerful tool. So let's say you want to build your business. Let's say you want to improve your career. You want to make that next rank. Let's say you want people to look at you differently, right? Maybe you think that women don't look at you the way that they should. Maybe you think that people don't appreciate you, right? Shift your whole vibration around that by looking at the Paul, or whatever your name is, that version of you, that people are looking at. But imagine that version that everyone is looking at and they're like, wow, look at Paul. He looks great. Wow, his personality's so good. I just want to hang around with him. I love being around him. He's just amazing. He emanates so much success. Like, look at the way he walks. His shoulders are back. His posture's good. He stands command. He doesn't say too much. Doesn't have to grovel and run around and try to make everyone happy, right? All those tendencies, and all you do is you take a notebook, write down that version of Paul, write that version down, and look at that notebook daily, and look at that notebook and say, wow, Paul's like this, he's that, wow, oh my God, this is the Paul I want to be. And then go through your day to be that Paul. I mean, I'm saying it for myself, right? And then all those things that you see that you want, that inversion, those things that are going to get you there, you're going to do them on a daily basis. Okay? And this is basically future self-programming, right? Future self-programming changes who you are now. Because realistically, if I was a billionaire, am I going to act the same way I am as a millionaire? If you're a millionaire, are you going to act the same way you are as a person that is not a millionaire, right? And if you're well-to-do, you're well off, you're doing well, you're not a millionaire, but you're doing very well, you have more than enough money, you're not going to act the same way. You're not going to have the same habits as someone that is actually struggling with finances, right? So the version of let's say, Paul, that is struggling, you can write down that version, and then you write down the other Paul. Write down that version. Look at the two and say, which one do you want to be? Right? Which one of those do you want to be? Okay? Now this video is made for you guys, okay? So that's future self. Now, when you want to do revision, like Neville Goddard talks about revision, you can revise things about yourself in the past as well. Right? So this can also be done by looking back at the old version of Paul right now and saying, look at how far I have come. Look at where I was. Man, long ago, if you're ranking up and your rank is, let's say, director or whatever it is, executive director, whatever, let's just say. You look at the time you were brand new. Say, I was just on the front line, or maybe I was a teller at the bank and I made it now, I'm senior, this and this associate. Looking back at that version, talk to that person and say, like, wow, how'd you do it? And that person's going to say, well, listen, I just kept working hard. I kept doing my thing. Always had that belief. Past self. So as you can see, a recap. I talked first about in the moment, okay? Current, now. Talking with yourself, now, okay? In the present. And then I talked about future self, okay? And then I tapped into past self. And you can do this on a daily basis, guys. This This is such a powerful system. Along with your visualizing of that one scene, you do those together, guys, you're going to be unstoppable. I'm telling you. If we can get this in the hands of so many more people, this video has been very powerful in deliberately creating your future self. And you get to write the narrative of who you want to be. All right? Like, subscribe, share. Sharing is caring. It's very, abundance is synonymous with sharing, okay? Have a great day, everyone. Hope this helped. If this helped, please, a little comment down there would be wonderful. Thank you.